Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today, I'm going to be reviewing a sci-fi horror film for you folks titled Earth versus the Spider, which went under a few different titles of course, because I have no idea why. They just done that for like that for some reason. So yeah folks, I'm going to be reviewing another low budget feature for you folks again. So anyway, as always, let's talk about the plot, shall we? So let's just dive right into it like we always do. Yes, sirree. So in this film, of course, like you might guess, it's gonna resolve some giant spiders and shit. So in this one, we get to see this individual and this character named Jack, whom is driving down a highway at night, looking at a bracelet he has bought for his daughter for her birthday when he hits something. And of course, his vehicle crashes. The next morning, his teenage daughter is concerned that her father did not come home last night. So she confesses, she convinces her boyfriend, Mike, to assist in a search for her father. And of course, they do find his crashed truck and the bracelet itself, but the thing is, not his body. So, thinking that he may have crawled into a nearby cave, they investigate this situation. However, in the cave, they do fall, fall into this gigantic web of, uh, of this tarantula, so to speak, which engages from behind some rocks to attack them. They manage to escape, of course, and head back to town. And of course, the rest of the film is a bunch of crazy stuff going on, as you might expect, of course, folks. So that's basically the premise of the film. So there are these spiders and whatnot attacking the town, people, and whatnot. So, of course, this is happening to the characters. So, like I said, that's basically the premise of the entire film. So this one wasn't too bad, folks. I quite enjoyed it myself. I just figured I would review this since I've been wanting to review quite a few horror films anyway from the past. And no, not many people are speaking about this, at least not on YouTube anyway. I just thought I would just talk about it because I like reviewing old, obscured, well, yeah, somewhat obscured films at times. So most of the stuff I will review are usually really, really rare. But this one is a bit more well known compared to some of the others I've reviewed. But even given that, not a whole lot of people are speaking about this movie, unfortunately. This is definitely has that vibe from the 1950s and whatnot. Not that I'm complaining, of course. So, they definitely don't make films like this anymore, unfortunately. I just wish that people would speak about this films more often. I do want to get myself a Blu-ray version of this film, if a Blu-ray version of this film exists anyway. If it does, I'll be sure to buy it, of course. So anyway, I guess for the time being, I just have to be stuck with this version anyway. So overall, folks, this was a pretty solid film. I do recommend it for those who have not seen it because it's a pretty solid movie. I do like the fact that it's a creature feature. I was always someone that was interested in creature features, that's for sure. I always like these types of movies anyway. There's a giant creature that's destroying stuff, wreaking havoc, and must be stopped at any cost. So, yeah, this kind of thing is what I do like, folks. Oh, yeah. So, um, I know they don't make these like these do anymore, and I wish they would. These types of movies definitely have their own charm, if you ask me. They really do. I did like the premise of this film. I thought it was pretty well executed as a whole, and I did like the idea. I guess human characters they're pretty cool in their own way. And again, like I said, this so reminds me of the 1950s because of the outfits, the clothing, the overall setting, and whatnot. And if you ask me, I think that actually adds to the charm to the overall film. I actually think that's a good thing. So it's not me nitpicking it. I actually think that's a positive, of course. So I guess that aside, I guess at the top of the special effects, the special effects are solid considering the time period this film was released. So this film was made before this. You have to keep in mind that this film was made before computers were ever invented. So there's that. So there's of course, a limitation on which they can do for the special effects, which didn't bother me really. And I did like the sequences where the spider would be, terrorizing the town, killing a number of people and whatever. And of course, that's pretty cool in my eyes. It's pretty madness in his own little way. Pretty crazy, yes sirree. So, I did like how this was constructed. The overall production was pretty nicely done, if you ask me, folks, because, again, like I said, they have very limited budget. Yeah, maybe really, really cheap compared to a lot of films nowadays. But that's the funny part. I actually like this a lot more than a lot of movies nowadays. Movies nowadays, most of them anyway, I tend to be over reliant on the special effects. Anyway, folks, with that in mind, I'll say check it out. If you have not seen it, just give it a watch. So I did like the music here. The music here was actually nicely done as well. So there was that, and I like the outfits. I like the scenery that was shown in this film. So that was pretty cool right there, of course. So yeah, there's not really much can complain about this movie at all. This film gets an overall rating. It's a 7.1 out of 10, folks. It gets a 7.1 out of 10 from me. As always, thanks for watching, and take care. See ya.